Wagwan people. Now you're probably wondering why the fuck am I doing this match reaction now and I didn't do it last night? Well, watch the game. Ball fest. I was actually disappointed with both teams, but the difference is we actually played better than what we did against Newcastle and Bournemouth and Man City, by the way, even though the top gooners were like, oh, we had an amazing performance. We were gifted a goal and still lost 2-1. But it is what it is. This time round, it's 1-1. And yeah, I thought Atlético would have done much better. They had chances, didn't take them. We had a few more chances. The Madueke one in particular, yeah, he was dog shit. Bar that. It's one of them ones, isn't it? And then I had to take a call. And then yeah, comped out, innit? And now I am here. Big up to everyone that will be watching this, either live and direct or playback. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you will never ever miss when I go live or when I upload the next video. Best believe that, whatever time it is. So yeah, lateness is greatness, all of that jazz, and however you say it, however way you want to say it, but it is what it is, people. It is what it is. Big up AJ the mod, big up my G. I thought I'd do it now, you know, lunch break and all of that. All those putting in the work and all that is what it is. Little lunch break batch reaction stream. I think this might be the first actually as well, if I recall, at least for me. So yeah, little change. And to be perfectly honest, I was always doing this match reaction, but yeah, it's just one of them ones. And don't forget to check me out on the Raise the Standard stream with Rashid. I'm going to be doing tonight. Real Dan, do you know what I'm saying? And I believe Views, Terran, BBK will be on there as well. The usual. Matty was on there last time, a bit later, got the invite. That, like all the guests, esteemed guests, bro, on the panel, including myself. We just do our thing, we speak our minds and all that good shit, yeah? And them guys are legends, do you know what I'm saying? And even Matty that joined in later. But yeah, that's what it's all about, guys. Raise the fucking standards, yeah? Them players turned up. But the thing that, upon reflection, bothers me when it comes to this team, this manager, is that if he had rotated better, if he had played certain players, started certain players, right? Even without the penalty, and yes, as soft as it is in this day and age, would never have been given like 15, 20 years ago. But letter of the law and all that shit, it is technically a penalty. So we know the Arteta inners have got a way out. Oh, we were robbed. Robbed. Do you know what I'm saying? But even then, to be honest, it was more that they were that bad than we were even remotely good. Let's be real. We knew that game last night wasn't going to be anywhere near the level of PSG Bayern. Yeah, nowhere near the level. We all knew that. Kind of reminiscent of last year with Barca and Inter. Who knew? Pattern recognition 101. That's what I do. And big up Manny for mentioning that each and every single time. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. It's one of them ones. I can't watch last night. Was actually the Emirates for the women's game. 1-7. Yeah, absolutely. 7 goals. 7 goals. Sleggers knows exactly what she's doing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They actually have standards. I've seen the penalties. I think the ref got all 3 spot on. So I definitely won't be complaining. I hear that. To be perfectly honest, if all else fails, just try and get a pen. Like literally, set pieces don't work. Do you know what I'm saying? Long ball doesn't work. U-shaped football doesn't quite work. Even if you can take long shots, if you do and you score, you're going to get fined. So and you're definitely going to get dropped. So it's one of them ones, isn't it? No creativity, no individual brilliance. You start nicking a living guard, yeah. The white Norwegian Jeremy Lynch, as I said last night on Rashid's starting 11 show before the game that he does. Make sure you check that out as well, because that was legendary with Dark, Jez, the Godfather. I don't think Views was on that one, but there was Tex and Rob. I'm always missing a couple. Obviously, Rashid being the host and that, but yeah, go check out that stream either way. It's a great fucking stream. See what I mean? Yeah, it's one of them ones. Slegger's in the last 27 home games since she had the job in. So since she had her job, 23 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss. That's standards. Yeah, this manager can't get 5 straight wins in a row. Can't do it. He can't even do it in all fucking competitions. Like, this is where we're at. When you're relying on penalties, when you're leaving it in the hands of the judges, well, the referee, basically, VAR as well. You could say like the VAR are kind of judges, like the same premises they have like in boxing. But yeah, it's not looking good. It's still not looking good. I got the result wrong. I got the scoreline wrong. But that was more down to Atleti. They had chances. Lookman had a couple. Griezmann had one, hit the post, or hit the bar rather. They had way too many chances. The thing that actually disappointed me more was not even how we played, because I expected us to play that kind of way. The only difference is the players actually wanted it. And it's amazing when the players can actually be fucking bothered. The problem with that is they don't have the legs for it. Certain players don't have the quality. Noddy, goddamn Madueke with his clown shoes and clown car, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Living in Lego land. Under Lego head, bro. King Lego head, bro. The land of make-believe. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You've got Gabby Martinelli. He's not Brazilian. He's Belize, bro, not even Bolivian. Or as Dark said, big up Dark, by the way, each and every single time, right? Nepalese, bro. Fucking hell, that took me off guard. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. For me, it was more down to Atleti not taking their chances. It's almost reminiscent to the Sporting. The only difference is they got their penalty, we got ours. I'm so glad Gyökeres took that penalty, scored it, and for me, I think it's a disgrace that fans are. It's not even so much that they're just turning on him. It's more of the fact that, well, because this manager don't rate him, I don't rate him. Carl Walsh, I'll give you an example. Big up Carl Walsh, Gunner, yeah, real one. He hasn't rated Gyökeres pretty much since the jump, yeah. He's been consistent. So the difference between him and everyone else, well, the Arteta is that he has in mind what's best for Arsenal Football Club, wanting the best players. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be real, yeah? We can do better than Victor Gyökeres. I hear that as a footballer, for damn sure. We know he ain't technically good as a footballer, but that's not why we brought him in. We brought him in for goals. And now he's scored 19 goals in all competitions in spite of this manager. Beyond negative tactics. Yeah? Nick and a living guard. How many fucking times does that little cunt have to be subbed off for people to realise he ain't it, never was it? And why I call him the white Norwegian Jeremy Lynch now. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping Nick in a living guard, but he's the white Norwegian Jeremy Lynch. He's a YouTube baller, bro. He should be presenting the Ballon d'Or, doing around the worlds and all that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all he's good for, bro. Because when it comes to actually affecting a game, being a match winner, being a game changer, Do you know what I mean? Like, he just doesn't do it, bro. And Gyökeres, other than the penalty, didn't do much either. But, like, at least in that game, he did more than he has been doing the past few weeks. Odegaard, for the last 2 years, has done fuck all, bro. Oh, but we miss Havertz. We miss Kai Havertz. We don't miss that fucking donkey, bro. And yeah, the fact that Max didn't start, yeah, sick to my stomach, bro. This guy doesn't care about the future. He doesn't care about the youth. Yet there's still too many of the usual suspects, brown envelope mob, right? That want this guy in a job for life, basically. See, with Wenger, it was like just as long as we can. Basically for the rest of his, life-ish, kind of. Do you know what I'm saying? But with this manager, considering he's a lot younger, obviously, we're talking like, 30 years? Trust me, if you gave them an option to have Arteta for 30 years, no stipulations, just sign over the dotted line, make a wish, whatever, and not talking about Make-A-Wish Foundation, but either way, if they were offered for this manager to stay here for 30 plus years, they would take it just like that, without even thinking about it, because they don't care about the future of this football club. They don't care about the badge. They don't care about the heritage, yeah? Football heritage, bruv. When this manager is anti-football heritage. Do you know what I'm saying? They care about the manager and the players that this manager rates and likes. And most of them are dog shit because he's got no talent ID. Doesn't bring in the youth unless it's to break, records and all that shit, right? There's a reason why Per Mertesackers left. It just can't keep carrying on. We can't keep blaming referees. I saw a little quote earlier. I think it was in the starting 11 stream last night that the grass was 26 millimeters long. Bearing in mind that the max in UEFA competitions is 30, at least in the Champions League. Either way, yeah. There's always an excuse for these motherfuckers. So that being said, we got Fulham coming up on Saturday, 5:30, just like with Newcastle. We have to win that game. And Fulham will do better than Newcastle. They will play better than Newcastle. That's for damn sure, right? And then we got Atlético at home in the second leg, right? The players will turn up, right? The players will turn up. But the thing is, with Atlético, I don't see Atlético playing that bad in the second leg because playing us in the last stages of competitions, yeah, we don't have that atmosphere, the environment that's intimidating. The Emirates just ain't it, bruv. Yeah. You could say against Chelsea, but again, like they had Liam Rosinho, Reservoir, Stephen Bartlett, aka Dario Vasillo Merchant, who's Enla Basora, MIA, in the fucking bin, cunt. Do you know what I'm saying? Shit, cunt. Like, man and age. I don't need to say any more on that. Whereas Diego Simeone weren't doing the Don Dada last night. Should have brought on Sorloth, didn't. Played Griezmann for pretty much the whole game. So he's putting all his eggs in this, and I expected them to do a lot more. Because if they played with more intensity, the fact that they rested players as well on the weekend just gone to prepare for this game, right? I expected a hell of a lot better. Bayana, you could say, should have started. Could have had Lookman on the right, even though I know he's more playing on the left, but Lookman's that good that he could play left, he could play right, and he could play up front, especially as a second striker. But for me, like Atleti, when it came to technically, yeah, they were still better than us, but moving the ball, they were way off it. They were way off it. Passes going astray. See, it's basically standard for us to misplace passes, to move the ball a lot slower. Yeah, overhit. Because it's more when you're that bad, you're more overhitting passes when you're relying on that PMP and shit. And if you underhit them, usually it's the set pieces where you don't hit the first man. Declan Rice, you know, Madueke, we saw that in the first half. So it's just same old, same old. But when like Atleti, they don't move the ball as fluid as they have been doing. They did in the quarters, or even against Spurs, because that's the thing. Against Spurs, they were in second gear. They were in second gear, bro. Barca, they turned it on big style. Do you know what I mean? But when it came to us, I think ultimately, and I was saying this to myself in my head while watching that game last night. Atleti showed us way too much respect. Way too much. Way too much. I'm gonna be real. I think ultimately that's what it comes down to. If they don't show us any respect, on Tuesday, this Tuesday coming up, right? They'll win this game. I don't believe it will be a 3-4 nil or 1 or 2. I think it will be like a 1-0, maybe a 2-1. It's going to be a lot closer now because Atleti have set the precedent. They've set the tone for this tie. Do you know what I'm saying? Even more than we have, because we don't set shit, really and truly, other than just same again, ole ole. Stinky football. Tired of this shit, man. Big up Todd. Blaming referee is just an excuse when Rice and Odegaard left back and Martinelli Saka had shots but failed. Yeah, exactly. And if they were clinical and if they went up to at least third gear, they would have got the job done, but they didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? So, is what it is, man. I fully agree, Todd, with most of that. I think Rice was actually good enough. He's just so tired he can't do it. Yeah, you just don't have the legs no more, man. You don't have the legs. You can't do it. You can't do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Grown men blaming other grown men for it. Yeah. They never learn, bro. They never fucking learn. And that's the problem with this football club. When you have standards of Brentford, if that, mid-table, relegation fodder standards, bro. Yeah? When you have them standards and it's been infested in your football club all these years, right, you got a big fucking problem. Because Arteta's in a position now where he wins the league, he knows he's staying. There's actually a good chance that even if he don't win anything, to be honest, we beat Atleti on Tuesday. We get to the Champions League final. He's definitely staying. I hate to say it, but he's definitely staying. I think with how these most of the fan base are defending him, like they're putting it all on the line for him and all of that shit. Like, and I find it beyond bizarre, you know, because when you grow up, you're a football fan first before you're even a fan of a particular club or clubs, either way. You know, like dual nationality in it. Some there's a lot of hardcore fans, old school fans that don't rate that, don't respect it. I hear it. I can understand why, but you know, you have your club, you stick through it through thick and thin. You know, brought up, grown up in the area. I hear that. I rate them fans, the real ones. But there comes a point in time where you have to realise as well that just like there's people with dual or even more than two nationalities, do you know what I'm saying? Multiple nationalities, you know, multiple languages, you know, linguists, you know, multiple allegiances. So like Arsenal and Napoli, for example, Gianni, case in point, and big up Gianni. Antonio as well, another one, aka Unique, big up to him as well, right? Those are the best examples that I could come up with off the top of my head. It's a shame the Napoli Como game, it will be on pretty much round about the same time as the Arsenal Fulham game. Now, because I will be doing the match reaction, doing a proper one, and it will be after the game and all that shit. This time around, I'll make sure of it. I will have to almost torture myself to watch that game. Do you know what I'm saying? But I would rather watch the Napoli game. To be honest, I'd rather watch any other game outside of the Premier League at this point. Yeah? You got the second leg of PSG Bayern after our second leg with Atleti at home. I'll definitely be watching that. But yeah, it just wouldn't surprise me if we just somehow scam our way to a Champions League final. But best believe, we get to the Champions League final, we are not winning it. And then we will get panned because PSG and Bayern, they will have a go at us. Trust me. Champions League final, all to play for, different gravy, mate. I think the problem with what Diego Simeone did last night showed Arteta too much respect, translated to the players, and approached it way too tactical. Way too tactical. Because the truth of the matter is, yeah, if he just went for it, like I expected him to do, and the players, like he don't have the defense that he used to have with Godin and Miranda, and even Jose Jimenez, rather, the other Uruguayan defender, you know, to fall back on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're at a point now where their attack and their midfield, but more so their attack is their biggest weapon. You know, Oblak starting, Koke started. Like, he was the only one in that midfield until Alex Baena came on. I mean, he absolutely skinned fucking, I think it was Declan Rice. Do you know what I mean? So you see the difference there. And I if I was Don Diego, I'd actually bench my own boy. Do you know what I'm saying? His son has to be benched, innit? Baena and Lookman have to start. And if they start and approach the game right, we could still very much be in trouble. Hence the title. It's not over yet. They underperformed massively. We just did our usual shit. But we did it slightly better. And that's the problem. If we'd have had a squad, a first team that was rested, rejuvenated, we probably would have got over the line tonight. Would have beaten Bournemouth. Would have at least got a point at the Etihad. Maybe even have won the League Cup. Beat Southampton. Beat Man City in the semi-finals of the FA Cup to face Chelsea in an FA Cup final, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if we're facing Chelsea in an FA Cup final, whether it's Stephen Bartlett or the other guy, Dan Potts in charge, you know what I'm saying, in the Chelsea dugout, he's the same interim that was there when Maresca got potted, didn't it? He filled that position. Even with this team and under this manager, I would still fancy us. Just. And it would only be like a 1-0. But the truth of the matter is, ultimately, like, these players, it's clear that they only care about, you know, the Champions League and trying to limp over the line in the league. But again, it comes from this manager. It's that mentality. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not really a siege mentality. It's just some other kind of bullshit mentality. Operation Save the Cups, bruv. That's what Ola's been saying. Do you know what I'm saying? And I agree with it. I fully agree with it. Do you know what I'm saying? The Arsenal Cup is the only one that we are going to win. I hear it. But yeah, Champions League, we ain't winning that. If we get to the final, especially if we get PSG, it will be another 5-0. And I'll be amazed if it's not, but we're definitely not winning that. We're definitely not winning that. This manager is under more pressure than he ever has been before, still. But at the same time, that pressure will carry over. So even though there's a higher chance now that he's going, especially if we get to the Champions League final, there's a much higher chance that he stays. Like I've been saying for the past few weeks, yeah, these players are beyond finished, right? Run into the ground. They could barely walk properly, never mind jog or run. And other teams are going to improve and we're going to get worse. And even if they don't improve that much or at all, we're going to be worse than the top 6 teams anyway. So we're going to finish out of the Champions League place as long as this manager's still here. And that's probably when the Cronkies will act. And they're going to have to postpone the stadium plans. Even on a financial basis, they have to. Because one thing in life, and Josh Kroenke deep down knows this, is that Champions League football is not a guarantee. Nothing in life is a guarantee. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we've been outside the Champions League before, under Arsene Wenger, right at the very end. He got the chop. They'll do the same with Arteta. Don't think otherwise. And if he does get that new contract, there better be a clause in there where they don't have to fork out as much or whatever stipulation is in that contract to get rid of him. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's basically where we're at, people. That is exactly where we're at. We're at a point now, right here, right now, Fat Boy Slim says, yeah, where we have a team that's shot to bits. This manager refuses to change and he's just trying to scam his way over the line. Luckiest manager in world football ever. One of the luckiest people that I've ever seen on the planet. There are even politicians, dictators that aren't this lucky. Do you know what I mean? This will be studied. And there will be a documentary at some point surviving Arteta, regardless of what happens in the next year. Edu, he'll release them files, the Arteta Lego head files. Do you know what I'm saying? Aubameyang will talk in depth more. Maybe even like a Guendouzi, for example. Smith Rowe. And other players. And I've said this before as well. I'll say it again. If I was Bukayo Saka, I would end up suing Arteta at some point. I would end up suing him. Because he has single-handedly destroyed your career, pretty much. Pretty much. You and Timber's got to that point where it's just like, you know what? I'm playing in this World Cup, whether you like it or not. And I'm not fit. Hence why Ben White's been playing. Mosquera came on last night, like for like change at right back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the same old shit, bro. It's the same old fucking shit. And they never fucking learn. A lot of these fans, they can't see beyond the horizon. There's more to life. There's more to this football club than one man, one guy, one person. Mikel Arteta, aka Lego Head. Yeah, the club is the star, not fucking Lego Head. It's 1886, not 2019, just like it was 1886, not 1996, when it came down to Arsene Wenger. Do you know what I'm saying? The fans will always remain, hence why the club is the star. All them other guys, outside of Josh Kroenke, are paid employees. That's the truth of the matter. It really boils down to that. And the only real question is, can we actually turn up against Fulham on Saturday? Rest today, rest tomorrow. But knowing this manager, like, it ain't happening. But either way, I'm going to be concerned, because even a draw against Fulham ain't good enough, because City have got games in hand. They beat Burnley. So it's like, well, I'm looking at the table right now. Played one less game, one less win, same draws, same losses, -1 goal difference between us. Or 1 goal difference between us, basically. So they're on 37, we're on 38. Again, lack of goals has always been our issue this season. They got Everton away. Don't be surprised if they win that. They'll beat Brentford at home on the 9th. Who else are they playing after that? They got Palace. Okay, Palace on the 13th at home. They're winning that. They got Chelsea in the cup final. They might win that. Bournemouth away, because Bournemouth can technically still be in Europe. They may drop points, but even if they do drop points, we can drop points as well. But again, this is going down to the wire. I've accepted this for the past few weeks or so. I've accepted this, fate. And then their last game is Villa at home on the 24th, 4 o'clock kickoff. Yeah, they're winning that. Do you know what I'm saying? When it comes to us, right, look at our matches, and you can look this up as well. So we got Fulham 5:30 kickoff this Saturday. Atleti second leg at home on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock kickoff. West Ham away, we're not winning that. Because if West Ham win, it will secure safety a lot more. It won't be official, but it's one step closer to safety for them. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the Arsenal players they just don't defend the set piece that well. Well, we get run ragged in midfield anyway. People just stroll through our midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? And then they just find a way. And that's on the 10th, Sunday the 10th, 4:30. Burnley at home, 8 o'clock on the 18th. When is the 18th? I believe that's a midweek game. Oh, it's the Monday. Oh, right. Well, Burnley already relegated, but they can still turn up, because why the fuck not? And no one wants us to win the league anyway. So it is what it is. It's all against us. And then Palace away is the final game. We all knew this. 4 o'clock. I think all the games are 4 o'clock. The 24th is like I think it's a Sunday. Let me just double check. Yeah, Sunday. And Palace, regardless of because they got Shakhtar tonight, innit? They get through to the Conference League final, yeah. And even if they don't, they'll definitely turn up, and they want to try and get one over us again as well. It's been a minute, and yeah, it's really getting to that point now where if we're relying on Palace, well, we can get a result. Fulham and Burnley, basically, because West Ham, I don't see us winning that game. Even if we draw a game, it doesn't help us. It doesn't help them either, but you know what I'm saying? The football gods, we'll see what's going on with them. But either way, we'll see. And on that bombshell, I will leave it at that. Much appreciated for watching this. I know it's later than planned, but I had to do a match reaction. I needed to do one. It is what it is. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you will never miss when I go live and direct and in full effect, or when I upload the next video. Next stream will be after the Fulham game, Saturday night. So make sure you stay tuned in for that. I will be there regardless. Stay safe, stay true to yourself. All the best. Enjoy the rest of the week and the weekend. as best as humanly possible. Because when it comes to us, like, you just got to find a way to relax. Do you know what I'm saying? Just take it all in. Just almost accept our fate. You know, I'm just basically looking at it like just a win-win. We win the league, Arteta stays a little bit longer, cool, but he ain't lasting. That's my mindset, because I know Wagwan in it, but yeah, just gonna let it all unfold. Let it all work out. Let it all work out. Best believe that. And yeah, peace out. Take care, and I'll see you on Saturday night. Arteta, you better get it over the line. And then players, you got to wake the fuck up as well. Don't be soppy cunts. Yeah? Let's win. Let's fucking win. With or without the manager, let's fucking win. Come on, you fucking Gunners.